In this video, I will show you how to create class discussion using this second option, which is using Google Groups embedded right on your website. So the first thing you would need to do is set up this Google group that, as you can see, is right here called Sample Class Group. And how you would do that is you would need to go to Google Groups, which, if you click on this little box, you can see your mail and all that. Groups is actually in here. So if you go to Groups that way, and then you want to click on My Groups. I have some here. For now, I'm just going to go ahead with you here and create a group. I'm going to call it Sample Class 2, and that's what the group email becomes. And then the description, you could put in whatever you'd wanted for that. English. The group type, this is where you want to click and make it a web forum. As you can see, it describes what a forum is. It allows people to interact with the group and have discussions. And then down here is just basic permissions. Who do you want to view topics in your group? I would unselect all organization members because it's really just for the class anyway. Who's allowed to post? Again, I would remove all organization members. So just those are checked. And who can join the group? I'm going to go ahead and put only invited users so I can choose who joins. And then you click Create. And it says, congratulations, you created a group. Then you can hit OK. So here's your group. If you want to manage it, figure out who you want to add, figure out all the different settings, go over to Manage. And then you get all these options over here. So all the members right now are just web developer, which is me right now. If you wanted to invite members, you click over here. And what this would do is everyone you put in here, all the students or whoever you put in here, their email addresses, it would send them an email and invite them to join the group. If you clicked this option, Direct Add, you would again enter all the email addresses of people you wanted, and it would just automatically add them to the group with a little message. And then down here, email subscription options. So the thing is, if you're in the group and you have all emails selected, every time anything's posted, they're going to get like an email form of it saying like somebody posted, and that's kind of annoying. The best option is probably either digest email, once a day, they'll just get an update of what's going on in the class discussion, or just no email and expect them to come check it. Probably once a day is pretty good. I'll leave that for now. And the other important settings are, if you go over to permissions, basic permissions, we already kind of set that up in the beginning, but if you go to posting permissions, you can choose who can do what. Or so, for example, do you want everybody to be able to create topics, or do you only want to be able to post topics? Those are all the kind of options in here. Do you want people to be able to post announcements, have profile photos, you can say if they can or not. Do you want students to be able to attach files or anything like that? You can choose whether or not they can, or just the owner of the group can, that would be you. Roles, you could set up managers and different things, but you probably just want to be in charge of it by yourself anyway, unless you were sharing it with other teachers. Then you could set up managers of the group that can also do various things, managers or whatever. And that is how you create the group. So if you go, didn't want me to save it, that's fine. So if you go back to your website, how you insert it then is, like always, you go to edit mode. I'll scroll all the way to the bottom and say I want it right here. You just go to insert, and there's an option, as you can see, called group. And so you need the group URL. So I'm going to go back to my group. Where'd it go? This one. And you click up in the top address bar. You can click it and copy the address. Go back to your website. Go ahead and paste it in there. You can check these as you wish, doesn't really matter. Scroll bar, sure, a border, name, and then you can hit OK. And then I'm going to center it, hit save. And then, as you can see, there's my group. So this is what students would see, and they'd be able to click, as long as you had them in the group, as we went through those setups, you added them all, they can click new topic, or if they aren't allowed to, then they could click on a topic you've posted, like the sample up here. They could click on this if you wrote a question, and they could hit post reply, and they could discuss with each other. So that is how you would do a Google group.